Welcome back to Chapter 9 of our journey. We're sitting at 1,392 days. Yep, we're still alive. Feeling pretty good, actually. We got big plans for this one, like I said in the last chapter. We're sitting next to Halligan here, and we need to get this dude some friends. The new update dropped. Now, I have not installed it yet. The reason I haven't is because Replay Mod has not updated. And well, if I update the game and I don't have the new version of Replay Mod, I can only do first-person footage. And I don't want to be stuck in that just yet. However, if we get to the end of this episode or halfway through it as I'm recording it and it's still not updated, I'm just going to risk it and update it, and we're going to go get some of these brand new doggies, as well as some armadillos. And we got some other really cool builds and things planned. We're starting a big project. That's all I'm going to say. You'll see. Now, another thing to note is with the new update, the spawn chunks are going to change. They'll no longer be, what was it before? Like 16 chunks or something like that. It'll be down to 3 chunks. Now, the good news for us is our spawn naturally is like right there, which means the only farm we care about spawn chunks for, which is this iron farm, should not be affected. Now, if it is affected, we're not that worried because we have so much iron, I don't think I'll ever need any more. But anyways, let's go do some builds and get to rocking on this episode. Alright, so now last episode, we ended off with just getting this wool farm functional. And let me tell you right now, it works really well. But we were out of time, so we had to post it, but it's not that big of a deal because this just gives us an intro to this one. Now, all this wool is going to be pretty important for various things. Surviving the deep dark, making banners, beds. I'm probably going to use some of the wool in like market stalls, things like that. But anyways, I kind of thought it came out with like a gothic design, which I thought was pretty cool. And in here, we just started doing a little decoration, just freestyling it, no big deal. Getting a place for Jeb to rule his other sheepies. There he goes, this little spinning and changing colors in there. And I intentionally wanted the floor to be mostly dirt and versions of dirt, because it's a cathedral to sheep. What else would it be? I mean, come on. And with like every animal farm I ever do, I need some free roaming sheep. Well, somewhat free roaming sheep. You can't just let them roam everywhere. They'll go kill themselves. They're dumb. So we just do a little outside design. Breeding up some new villagers to be fishermen so I don't have to waste my coal on campfires. We go right into our next build. Now, I'm doing a lot of quick building here at the beginning of the episode because, like I said, I might lose the ability to later. We move these pandas out of the way because, well, we're going to use them for something later, hint, hint. And also, we needed the room here for our next structure we're going to put together, which is just a little fisherman's hut. We're going to decorate it up a little bit, and these guys are going to live in here and give us, all the campfires we could ever need. That's really all we want for them. So we had to go through 3 villagers before we got 2 that would give us campfires. But now that we have them, we'll always have campfires. And I love to use them for decoration, pretty much the only use for them. I mean, you could use them to cook food, but who would really do that? I like to put them out and use them as like awnings, as well as in pathways. But yeah, so we're just whipping this up. We wanted cod on one side and salmon on the other, so we kind of just display that. We had buckets of cod that we got from trading with the villagers, so we go ahead and put that in the first fish barrel. But we're going to have to go get some salmon for the second fish barrel. And we finish up little details, and we go to get those fishies. After getting about 8 buckets of salmon, we see this little drowned dude throwing tridents at us. And, well, we had to see if he was going to give us anything. And he gave us another trident, which means at some point we get to have some fun with some riptide. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but it is fun for goofing with. Especially when it's raining. Yeah, that's pretty fun. But we finished up this little build, a little bit of details. We filled up the barrel with salmon, and just we called this one done. Now, I have one more cool build I want to do. We've done a few little builds so far, but the next one is going to be significantly larger, and it's going to take a lot of detail. So we start just setting up our banks and everything else to do this build. Clearing out a foundation for it, and just kind of getting our canvas ready to work on. And if you didn't know, this is going to be our gatehouse. And I thought about on this for a while, and I finally decided how I want to design it. On one side, I want it to be more like a, not like a fortress, like a What am I thinking here? Like a keep. And on the other side is going to be a tower just dropping off to the other bank. Now, I have plans for that other bank, and, well, I think that's where the zoo's going to go. I kind of have it planned out in my head, but I think that's what's going to happen. So we get to just working on this, and here shortly we're just going to put on some music and rock out and get this thing done, but I just want to chat for a minute. Two things. I am ready to go get some doggies. Like, I have to. I think I have to risk losing replay mod at this point because I can't contain myself. I need some pups. And the second thing is one of our pandas dies. Yeah, apparently, if they're in the ocean, pufferfish can kill them. I did not know this could happen. I kind of thought pufferfish only attacked players. But we do lose a panda. It's a sad day. We have to make a little memorial to him or something because he was a cool panda. Oh, there he goes. He's gone. Anyways, let's rock this build out, and then let's go find ourselves some puppies. All right, so our gatehouse is pretty much done, and well, one of our panda boys just died. Don't really know how. I'm thinking that since they were technically in the ocean, a pufferfish killed one of them. Didn't really know that could happen. Also, can we just talk about how this river is like 50 feet deep and the ocean is like a wading pool? It makes no sense. Anyways, it's about time to go get some doggies. But I want to do a little flyby of our little kingdom here and just see what it looks like with this addition of the gatehouse. Oh, yeah. Oh yes. I'm digging it. Anyways, let's go get some pups. Alright, so we are officially in 1.20.5, which means doggies and armadillos should be in the game. Now, I gathered some resources that I think might be all we need to go on this little adventure, but I have not tested anything out or anything like that. Now, if you notice, we don't have our coordinates mod. It's not updated yet, neither is our replay mod, so we are in first-person footage. Yep, that's what we got for right now, but I'll make it work. I'll make it work. No, just talking about mods, the only mods I have ever installed, they don't give me anything. The closest one that actually gives me something is the coordinates mod, but you get the same results just by hitting F3, so why is it not just on screen anyways? The rest of the mods are literally just for recording. I do not have any mods in this game that actually give me any benefit. Anyways, let's go on this doggy adventure. So I probably overkill. I probably don't need this many bones, but we got them if we need them, as well as an anvil and some name tags, so we can just anvil or name tag things on the fly. A bunch of leads and some spider eyes. Now we put off making our spider farm here for quite a while now. We have one ready to go in the steampunk city. That might be one thing we do pretty soon because, well, I'm always running out of string, and I'm gonna need spider eyes now because that's what the armadillos eat. Anyways, let's get going. We head off to the east because we know there's savannah over this way, but there's also our city, so we just had to stop by and just check and see how the skulk was doing. We fly by here every once in a while, so we wanted to see how it progressed. Alright, now I believe there is a new wolf and the armadillo that could spawn in this savannah. Question is, do we get lucky? So we just kind of fly around, just looking for any new doggies, armadillos, really anything that's new. And, well, yeah, we did not get lucky. If anything, the game's kind of annoying us right now. But, you know, it's part of the game, so it's whatever. We actually find some dogs. Now, the thing is, though, they are not the new dogs. I wasn't sure, because I thought, okay, ocelots back in the day, you'd have to tame them before they became different types of kitties. So I said, alright, let's try taming a couple of these doggies and see what happens. And we do. We tame them up, and nothing really changes. And, well, if I'm being honest here, I didn't really know what the new variants look like. So I didn't know if it was just very slight shades of different colors, kind of like the cats, or if there were bigger differences. And, well, there's bigger differences. These are just normal dogs, as I will say in just a second. Now, I do figure out why I'm only getting these variants, but for right now, yeah, this is what we got. Alright, so these are just regular doggies. Don't know why it didn't spawn the other variants. So I'm going to leave these guys at the Steampunk City, and we're going to go try this again. And right here's where we figured things out. We start clearing out some mobs to, you know, get some more room in the MOBCAT, thinking that might let the new wolves spawn. Well, that's not the case. These things are not dropping any loot, and that is because the All Mobs Head data pack has broken the loot table. In this update, they changed the loot table, and, well, the data pack can't work with it, so it just doesn't let it drop anything, including letting the new wolves spawn. So if you have that data pack, disable it. Flying about 2,500 blocks to the southeast, our luck starts to change, and we're feeling a lot better now. Alright, so our game's not completely broken. I think one of my data packs for the mob heads was messing with it, because there's our first armadillo. Hey, buddy. You look pretty cool. You got a friend around here? Because I really don't want to have to make this trip twice. Alright, you stay here. I'm gonna go find you a friend, bud. I decided to check the mesa that was around here. Are they still called mesas, or are they just badlands now? Either way, they can spawn in here as well, but only in the wooded portions of it. We don't find them anyways. But we do finally find some new pups. It only took, like, forever. But we did, and they're pretty cool. Actually reminds me of my dog in real life. Oh yeah, that's our first new doggies. These ones are the wooded wolves? Wood wolves? And let's go see if we can't get that other armadillo. After flying around for about 3 days, we do get another one to spawn. But the question here is, can these things go in water? I really hope so, because it's a long journey home. We're going to find out. All right. So we got 2 armadillos and 2 new puppies. We still need 7 more dogs. But I think we're going to get these guys home first. And that's just a brisk walk about 3,000 blocks that way. So if I see anything cool on the way, I'll show you. But if not, I'll see you back home. The journey to get these guys home wasn't too terrible, but it did take many, many days. But I did discover something pretty cool. I was wondering if these guys could swim. They can straight up water ski like pros. It was actually pretty awesome. I wish I knew this at the beginning. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. We are almost home with these guys. I don't really use these roads I made. They're more just for decoration, but it's kind of nice. Ever since I got the elytra, I just fly everywhere, but it ain't too bad. See, this is why I built the road. I knew this whole time I was going to need to bring these armadillos back. Alright, so temporarily we're going to leave these guys in here and see if they work in spawn chunks. I don't really know. There's no redstone involved, so they might shed their scoot while we're away. I don't know. But let's see if the iron farm's been working while we've been gone. And it has been working, so it's still in spawn chunks. So this was not affected, because I cleared this thing out completely before we left. Anyways, it's time to go get more doggies. Oh, we got more doggies. Come on, buddies. Which ones are these? Are these the rusty ones? No, they're pretty cool though. Come on, guys. Ooh, these guys look cool. They look like hyenas. Alright, another one down. Oh, these ones are really cute. They're like spotted dogs. Yeah, let's drop these guys off. Oh, that guy is beautiful. Let's get him a buddy, though. Where'd he go? There was another one. There's his friends. Only a couple more to go. And yet another one. Come here, buddy. You have a friend around here? Nice. We are almost done. I think we only need 2 more. We finally found our snow dogs, and let me tell you something. These things are bugged. Often in the grove, the normal wolves will just spawn, the old school pale wolves. This took so many freaking days. So I ended up turning on hitboxes, and if you're playing on Java, all you gotta do to do that is to hold F3 and hit B. It's a built-in feature of the game. But we're gonna get these dudes home, and we got 1 more dog, and we are done. 5,000 blocks in a whole nother direction, we finally found the chestnut one. Oh, look at that, an accomplishment. The whole pack. Now I need to hopscotch these guys home. Yeah. We drop our pups off at home and we start getting the materials we need to make our dog armor. And we wanted to go with green, specifically lime green. I don't know why. I just like it. Whatever. And if you didn't know, you can actually grow sea pickles as long as you have some coral underwater. Just with bone meal. Yeah, we got our colors ready, and we got plenty of the scoot from our armadillos, so we make up all our armor. And we just want them to match for now. I might give them like custom armors later, but right now I just want them to look uniform. Like they're soldiers. They're comrades. They all need to be somewhat matching, and green seems like it would blend into our jungle environment. I'd like to introduce you all to the crew. These guys are all ex-special forces. They've done some crazy stuff. Like, I think one of them was like undercover real deep in like a catnip ring trying to bring it down. These are some bad dudes. Let me introduce you though. Commander Howligan. We got Brick. Powder. Captain Drips. Mr. Grimm. Bones. Maya. Gunner. And Fixer. Suit up, boys. You're on duty. That's better. Oh, yeah. Let's do a little drill with these boys, okay? Alright, guys. We have a squadron of zombies and skeletons right over that hill. Are you guys ready? Squirrel! No, for real, though. We have to go kill these guys, okay? They're going to invade the kingdom. They're going to take out our villagers. Tennis ball! Come on. Focus up. Alright? Okay. Car! I give up. Alright, so we have assembled a pet army. I really want to take these guys into a fight, but I don't want any of them to die. I love them all. But I'm going to share something with you peoples about my actual life. I have 2 dogs in real life, and one of them is named Maya. Now, this was the woods wolf, because it kind of looked like her. And she is a German Shepherd and a Lab, and she is awesome. Real goofy. And Gunner is my other pup in real life. He is a Jack Russell and I think a Rat Terrier. We never really knew. They're both mixed. And he is just the most emotionally like goofball dog ever. Like one firework goes off and he's having a bad day for like a week. But anyways, we have a big project to start. No, this was not the big project. The keep was not. This was a side project. Kind of ridiculous, the size of it, but whatever. That's a side project. We have another big build to start. And we're clearly not going to finish it this episode, but we are going to plan it out. So our pup, that's not English. Our pup army here is just going to chill for a little bit in our little battlements, our little keep. And we are going to go start an enormous project. Let's go. Now, some of you might have guessed this project, and it's going to be the zoo, and it is going to be quite large. And it's not probably even going to be done next chapter. This thing's going to go on for a hot minute. Yeah, because we are not only going to be collecting all the non-farm animals, the more exotic stuff, but we're also going to be collecting a whole bunch of hostile mobs. I want to trap a Ravager, a Zoglin. I want to name tag 3 zombies. I got some special names for them dudes. And we're going to leave room for expansion as well, but this is one of the few builds that I actually planned out fairly well, only because I didn't want to build the zoo and then not have enough room for all the mobs I wanted to include. So I did make a list of all the mobs I wanted to put in here, and we just started working through and just making spots for them. Now, these spots might be adjusted later, but for right now, we are just setting up our canvas. We are just clearing out this area, and we're just going to frame out where we generally want things to go. Like right here, that's going to be the gate. I got some plans for that. And we want some of the exhibits to be going into the side of the mountain. And then some of them more out of an open. Like the turtles, I want them right in the middle in their own little pond area. And so on and so forth. We got plans for everything. That's why I'm putting signs up, just general ideas of where I want things to go. This project was taking a while, so we brought the beacon over so we could just whip through it. But yeah, it's going to be a big fun project. And with this and the And the city we're going to build around the castle, this place is really going to be a true capital, a true kingdom, if you will. So I'm going to just play a little of my awesome friend's music, and, well, I'll get back to you here very, very shortly. You might be wondering, Hooligan Dude, you said replay mod was going to be down. Well, it is, but I sneakily did all of this before we went and got the doggies. Because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it afterwards. But I do have plans for the next episode. I'm going to use a second computer to go into Spectator and record myself playing the game, at least until replay mod's back up. I do want to ask you guys a question, though. Do you dudes enjoy when I talk about the technical aspect of this, as far as recording or just the way the game functions? I don't know. I enjoy talking about it, and I was wondering if you guys do. But anyways, I want to do one quick flyby to end this episode off, just to see how the kingdom's going to be looking. Oh, our kingdom is really starting to come together. I am loving it. I got no regrets. None. But yeah, we got some big plans for this zoo. So along this wall over here, that's going to be like more mountainous type things. Your goats, your foxes. I'm going to put polar bears over there too, just because in my local zoo, that's kind of how they're portrayed. It's kind of in the side of the cliff. And then like this is going to be more like exotic over here. Your camels, your pandas, your llamas, your warmer climates. That weird building back there, that's going to be like aquatic. Some axolotls and some tanks, some various fishies, not in the same tank because the axolotls will kill them. Armadillos, and this big square building right here, it's going to be pretty big, and that's going to be where all the ouchies are going to be stored, all the things that want to kill us if we don't contain them. But this project is going to take a long time. I got to figure out what I want to do for the outside of it, to kind of frame it out for the walls. My local zoo, they use kind of like almost like mud brick, if I was going to compare it to a Minecraft texture. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not, but one way or another, it's going to end up looking cool, even though it might destroy my brain trying to figure out how to make all this fit and look cool. But yeah, when we're done with this, and yeah, over the next couple episodes, we are going to work on this, and we are going to explode a city. It's just going to erupt all around the castle, and that's really just going to frame everything out. And these are going to be some big projects, and I can't wait to start working on them, honestly. But for now, we're done. This took quite a while, and well, I gotta start planning for the next one. So I will see you dudes really, really soon. I hope you all enjoyed. And I truly, truly hope you guys all have an amazing day. Later, guys.